Hey guys, Gil Hustle back again with another quick tutorial type vid. Based on the feedback that I got from the last video, I guess some people had a few more questions on things, and I figured it's good to try to do another one, just cause. Last round is coming out, a bunch of new players coming in. This information will probably be very useful to them, so let's get right into it. I am going today be talking about slow escape, stagger escaping, the environment, and I guess stuns in general too. So I'm gonna use Ione and use Ein for the dummy for the beat stage. Alright, let's see. Turn my stuff on. Fight stream info. There, my data. Okay. Let's see. Alright, it's -2. Okay. Ein is set not to do anything, so it's just like the control, basically the control stick at neutral or pad, whatever. So, two moves I want to look at. Let's see. 2 H plus K, or down H plus K, and 1 P, or down back 1, or down back punch rather. Alright, so these are their advantages on normal hit. 2HK is better because you see it's giving me +12. 1P is just giving me -2. Now, as far as stuns and slow escaping come into play, let's look at one thing right here. The 2HK, right? +12. That means that my standing jab, punch, whatever, it can connect right after. See? Make a combo basically. So, let's turn on slow escaping for Ein. Let's see, stagger escape rather. Set it to fastest. Well, let's set it to fast first. Look at this. See, stagger escapes out of the situation. It's +9 now. This means, see, that won't connect with a combo anymore. And then if we turn it up a little bit more, fastest, it's only +6. Now, there's a tutorial inside the game about how to go about learning to do slow escaping. And what it is basically is you just hold, when your character's stunned, because you notice like how Ein is kind of shaking, like, he's having a little bit of a seizure or something. That's him slow escaping. And now how that's done is, like I said, you hold the block button, and you could rotate the control stick, pad, whatever, repeatedly. Other players do stuff like they'll hold block, they'll hit punch and kick, they'll wiggle left and right. It's whatever works for you to get your character back to his neutral state. Now, why that's good, obviously, right there is because it cuts down the attacker's frame advantage, basically, leaving me only +6. Only thing I can really do after this is like a throw, and that's at 5 frames right there, and that's a breakable throw. So the reason to think of another reason why slow escaping is good is because it's like most people I've come across seem to think that countering is the only way you get out of stun. Slow escaping is like the equivalent of like, well, if you played Virtua Fighter, you may have noticed like in that game, I think starting with like maybe Virtua Fighter 4, they had a little icon that used to pop up next to the character's life bar. It had a little joystick on it, and what it was telling you to shake the pad repeatedly to get your character out of stun. And it's also similar like to even Street Fighter too, when if you see a character get dizzy in that, like the only way you can really recover, you use that amount of time in Street Fighter 4 as opposed to the older games, is by violently shaking the stick to get your character out of that. So, that being said, let's take it back over to Dryland real quick, and let's add counter hits and put that into the equation. Now I think he's still at fastest. It's at counter now. So now, see, look, on counter hit, I'm now at +11. It's almost impossible to even get that jab in there. Like, I don't think it'll link again, because it's like too short. Like, that's like really tight. And you see how slow escape can just stop the offense, get you out of the stun game, and possibly even be ready to counterattack. Because or no, so better more so the hold, depending on how fast you recover. Right there, I'm still at too much of an advantage for him to do any, follow-up attack. but let's see. It's 11. I think he might be able to hold right there. Let's set him up to hold. If I hold, he should be able to. Oh. Oh, actually, it's that tight. Nah, you can't. Okay. Well, actually, let me try something else real quick, though. Put it on critical type hold. The fastest possible chance. High hold. Now let's see. Oh, he's doing it wicked quick. So anyway, that minuscule frame of one, like, I guess it's really hard to time, you know, to get that counter. The point is, though, you don't have to rely on the counter. I was just testing that out. You could just recover, you know, slow escape, recover, and just be ready to block. Now, another way to look at this too. Hold on, let me take that off. I don't want this one on right now. Is in the water, because unknown to people, or people seem to forget or not aware of, is knowing the environment in like a game like Dead or Alive, because different parts of the stage are called danger zones where, like, you know, you could do more damage. In this case, you know, that's stun because we're in the water. Look at that. I'm getting plus 27, even though he's slow escaping. See, if he's not slow escaping, let's shut that off. And I'm getting that counter hit. He's already about 38, plus 38. Man. It's crazy. So you see how that can help you out in that situation. Now, even though he's stagger escaping, this limit, I mean, Ayane is at still a significant amount of advantage, so she's capable of still doing, you know, combos like the launch and whatnot, even though he's actually trying to get out. Where the benefit, I mean, that would be the smart thing for, you know, Ayane to do, is just, if I've got that heavy stun and that much advantage, just go for a quick launch. But there are other times when players want to try to be, like, fancy and cute. For instance, like, say, I want to continue this. But see how stagger escape ends that, as without stagger escape. So see, stagger escaping gives you, gives you a chance to get out of that without having to, risk a hold. Whereas, like I said, if you're just standing there, I can just do this stuff to you. Because, if you're too afraid to guess, the right or correct hold, then, you're at her mercy, basically. Now, moving on. In regards to environment some more, let's go to another stage. I'm gonna use home. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, because home's popular. People need to realize something, or something I need to point out that I've noticed a lot of players aren't realizing. Okay, in home, right? There's all these danger zones come into effect, like that wall right there. See, I'm at plus 53 after I knock him through that. Now let me turn on the stagger escape so you guys can see where I'm going with this. Reset the level. Right there. The fastest he could possibly recover, see, is at 30 frames on stagger escape. That still gives me a significant amount of time to, follow up with an attack of my choosing. So, there's options. Why I'm bringing this up is because, I've come across other players in online lobbies that will not take advantage of, the interactiveness. It's like when they see somebody get knocked through something, they think they're the same as if they've hit a wall or something, or just fall on the floor, and it's not the case. They're at your mercy, and that's free damage you're giving up. See, I'm just giving you a couple of examples. Another example, too, or something that people may not be aware of, is if you have a character that can take advantage of a ceiling, it's a big deal. For instance, let's look at Ayane. I'm gonna strike with his mid. No, what am I doing? Strike, mid kick. Because Ayane players love the mid kick. My advance hold. Oh, power blow's not on. But here's what I'm about to show you. Because he's at negative. Well, actually, we'll see how negative he is real quick. My bad. It's negative 74. That's the fastest he can get up. my power blow activates like in 43, 44 frames. So if I've got it charged and he throws out that, and I've got a ceiling, that's charged. And like I said, any character that can take advantage of the ceiling with like a throw or a hold usually can set that up. Of course, too, you know, if I don't have power blow active, I still got plenty of time to follow up with, like I said, one of my own type of, you know, attacks or whatever. Like, you know, whatever type of launcher, say, like, etc., you know? So, I like people to, you know, hopefully start taking more advantage of their environments. And another thing I would say also as well is, like, you know, if you're the type of player that you're going into training mode and only using the dojo stage, it's not a good idea. It's like you want to familiarize yourself with each and every one of the stages in the game and find out where, like, your character can get, you know, advantages and disadvantages. Because, like, if you've got low quick hitting hits, right, like Ayane does, then, like, you want them on terrain that's got that slip stun involved. If not, then I don't know, you have to do a little more digging with your character, I guess. But point being, knowing where you are in the environment comes in handy. For instance, like, every character has a move that gets them out of the corner. See? That's just her back throw when her back is to the wall. So, like, she can put, you know, push the tables on the aggressor. And also knowing, like, you know, how many hits off the wall you can get with your juggles and whatnot is important as well. And one other thing, just before I close out, let me do a power blow again. Notice when the power blow goes active, it shows me by, you know, different colors what are active danger zones on the map. So that's another way, like, you know, try to pay attention to stuff like that and just be more aware of your surroundings when you guys play. Okay? Alright, that's it for today. Take it easy.